Here we go. Yes, I know. Come here. There's a moth. I haven't had to sit on the floor for a while. I'm out of shape. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Come here. Come here, Coral. Come here. Come lay with me. Come on. I know I should have put pants on. Can't see my glasses. Whew. Hi, Ann. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Meta. Hi, Ghosties. Hi, Lindy. Hi, Corey. Hi, Ann. Hi, Vera. What are you doing? Nala, come here. Why are you sitting in the bathroom? Come here, baby. No. No, 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 no. Lizzie. Hi, October. Hi, Sue. So Coral's been sleeping in the cat new, and now there's a big hole in it. I'm bummed because I love this one that Lizzie sent me, but it's a big hole. I don't know if you can see it. And there's another big hole right there. I don't know why she ripped it. Were you nesting? Hi, everybody. I thought, I forgot. I couldn't remember what day it was. I was like, is it Saturday or is it Friday? And then I thought, maybe I should do a chat. Like, maybe I should try to connect to the outside world to try to bring me back into the present so I can remember what freaking day it is. Hi, Nala. And then right before I came in to start the cam, I got the cam back up, obviously, but for some reason my the kittencuddleroom.com isn't showing and the clock isn't showing, and I need to figure that out. But when I came in here, there was a nice big thing of barf right there. So I thought I would clean that up first before going live. Hi, Jean. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Scorpio. Lizzie, I know it's Saturday where you are. Well, thankfully, I have a phone that when I press the button, it tells me what day it is. What are you doing, Nala? Hi, Dorian. Huh. What are you doing, Coral? Come here. Hi, Corey. Yes, it is Friday here still. Mom, what are you doing? Yeah, you are up late, Jean. Nala. Oh, Lord. What are you doing? fan? What are you doing, Nala? What are you doing? Yeah. What? Yeah, you have so much to say tonight. Are you going to say hi? Yeah. What else? Yeah. Okay. What have I been doing? I've been doing a little work. I've had a little work. Um, and everything's kind of a blur at this point. I've been having Zoom meetings, and I've been trying to stay, like, I've had a Zoom with my best friends and just stuff. And I think the last time I had chat, I told you guys that my mom got scammed. So I've been trying to help her clear that up. And luckily, you know, here in LA, the weather's been nice, so I've been able to go sit in the backyard a little bit. I've been trying to go for a drive periodically. You know, like I have to drive to two of my clients' offices 2 days out of the week just to go pick up stuff, and I've actually been enjoying it since there hasn't been much traffic. Oh, thanks, Lizzie. Yes, it is warm here today. Yeah, my mom got caught up in one of those scams where they sent her an email. They said they were from PayPal. They weren't from PayPal. She like did some stuff that they told her to do, and then they got access to one of her accounts. It's been like a cluster of crap. Yeah, I've been trying to check in on Claire's cam and on John and Jess's cam periodically, but it makes me miss having kittens. And I don't think it would be good for me right now to like get kittens because these guys really do need the space. I don't want them to be stuck in a small room. So I'm trying not to get sucked in by the cute kittens. Yeah, well, that's where Zoom is handy, Kathy, is I get to actually talk to people on Zoom and have to like brush my hair and stuff. So it inspires me to like shower and like do some basic things. Oh, that's awful, ghosties. Are you still teaching remotely, Lizzie, or are you still going to class? Hi, chicken fish. That is true, Meta. Nala. So Fig slipped past me and got into the room one day, and she just hid under the bed. And then at some point, I came in, and she went back out. And then the next day, she wanted to come in again, so I let her back in, and she hid under the bed for a long time. And then I was sitting on the bed, and all of a sudden, I guess she and Nala both were under the bed, and she started chasing after Nala, and they both went flying over the bed, surprised me because they were both under the bed. Both landed on my thigh, one after the other. There was some blood. And then Nala ran in here and leaped into this closet. And then I was able to get Fig out. So Nala's not as much of a, I thought she would be a little bit kind of more spunky. I thought she would defend herself a bit better. But she ran away from Fig. Oh, wow, Lizzie. What are you doing? But that night, Nala was, it affected her. She was like totally on edge the rest of the night. She didn't even want Coral near her. I was surprised. She wanted to sleep very closely to me. She wanted to crawl under the blanket and stay close. And she stayed under the blanket almost all night. Nala! Coral, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nala? Yes. Well, yeah, my mom luckily is usually a pretty bright person. She had a lapse in judgment, but she immediately, once she caught on, she immediately started contacting the banks, and she got her money back from the bank, and she called all of her, I mean, she just didn't even want to take any chances. So she called all of her credit cards. She contacted Amazon. She changed all of her passwords on everything. So luckily, I think she's fine, but it is quite enraging. Coral, just because she's eating doesn't mean you have to go over and push her out of the bowl. And then I told her to freeze her credit. So she called TransUnion and froze her credit so that nobody can pull a line of credit or anything on her info. It's just, yeah, there's some meanies out there in the world. You're getting COD? Hi, Beep. Hi, Denise. How's George feeling? Nala. Coral, what are you doing? And Coral's been dragging the little blankie with S on it that I usually have in here. She keeps dragging it onto the bed. And it's all covered in fur and stuff. So I keep dragging it back in here and then she drags it back. Right now it's in the bathroom. Yeah, I've been lucky here that one of the stores close to me, Sprouts, um, does delivery. So I've been able to get most of my staples delivered, um, and haven't had to go to the store except for like once or twice. Hi, Ashley. And Denise bought me toilet paper and Kleenex because I haven't been able to find any. No. I just don't even know what to do with her in the closet doors. I got I had put on my wish list these secure kind of locks for closets that slide open. So one part sticks to like the mirrored part of the door, and then the other part hooks into something that's on the wall. And it's supposed to stop the closet door from sliding open. And she keeps ripping it off the wall. She's like, that little tiny thing is so strong that she keeps ripping it off the wall, and chunks of the drywall have come off with it. Oh, that's good, Lizzie. Oh, what are you doing in there? Ooh, that is major dental surgery. Oh, God. That just made me, oh. My sister-in-law had that done, and it helped her a lot. Yeah, my dentist's office is closed. They called in to reschedule my appointment because, I've been going every like 4 months. What are you doing? Nala, what are you doing in the closet? She's killing me. Coral's neck is nice and healed up. It still looks a little indented, like there's some shorter fur, but you can't see her skin anymore. But now she's getting chin acne again. so one thing is always replaced with another. Yeah, I know my hairdresser is dying to get back to work, and I'm like, you could, I just wouldn't do it right now. I wouldn't go, even if they were doing like, I mean, if he was doing one person at a time, maybe, but not until we have better treatments. Is that a normal weight for men? I don't know what men weigh. Well, and what's people here don't realize is that, like, most people here, surprisingly, from what I can tell from what my friends have told me, there's always going to be people who aren't going to follow the rules. But for the most part, people have taken the stay at home thing pretty seriously here. And our numbers still are, I mean, it's still passing. So being, people are still getting it. So there's something going on. Um, it's just, we don't know enough yet. And I mean, I've been completely isolated. When I've gone to my clients' offices to pick up stuff, it's just me, and I wear my mask and my gloves. So, you know, I know not everybody has that luxury. More people have had to go out and interact with people, but I'd like to try to avoid getting sick. Nala, come out. Yeah, I mean, LA, isn't LA bigger than Orange County? Plus, it's one of the main, like New York is one of the main thoroughfares for international travel, as is LAX. So it makes sense that we got hit the way. Thank God we're not getting it as bad as New York, though. It terrifies me that my mom is in New York. It kills me. I wish I could go get her. I wish I could go be with her, but it wouldn't be safe. I would catch something on the way to her. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, I've been wearing gloves and I'm carrying hand sanitizer with me everywhere. I'm just constantly doing my hands with sanitizer and washing my hands. And Feral Kitty's doing great. Feral Kitty, my tenant has been here. Like, obviously he hasn't been leaving the house either, and he took one day to go out to Santa Barbara. And when he came back, Kitty has been attached to him. Like, normally Kitty comes up every like early, a little bit before noon every day, and sits at my front door, or will walk in the backyard with me. And for 2 days straight, Kitty didn't come up. He was just right next to him or on his lap for 2 days after him just being gone for one day. So I think he's pretty bonded to him. Did you give me those hand sanitizers, Denise? Oh, you mean those little ones? I thought you got me the little ones. The big green ones I thought somebody else sent me years ago. They're probably, a couple of them are expired, just expired. Kirby! How do you even remember that? It was like 4 years ago. They've just been sitting up there on the shelf for so long. I have no memory. Yeah, I think all of our animals are going to be really upset when we go back to like functioning in the world. Nala. I just hope that when we start venturing out there, that feral kitty doesn't like get pissed off and pee on his bed. He hasn't been like there have been no accidents lately, so I really think he was just kind of being a dick. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. He won't get like totally pissed off and be like, "You left me! I'm gonna poop on your bed." I can remember back to like 2 years old, if not younger, but there's like blurry times in my life. Like there's a guy I went to elementary school with that insists that we dated when I was like 12. Like, and I have no freaking memory of dating him when I was 12. None. And I felt bad that, I didn't remember, but I'm like, I don't know why some parts of my life are like completely gone and other parts like 2 years old are completely like they just happened yesterday. I wouldn't bring the tree right now. I have some other stuff on the porch that I need to get off of there, and he's not coming up right now that much, and I really need to clean off the patio and like scrub it down. Maybe the next visit. Oh, I bought a mask from Jennifer too. It's very cute. Yeah, the mask I ordered from Jennifer at the cat ball is red with little white polka dots. It's a little big on me, so like it slides down my nose a little bit, but I think I can fix that. Yeah, her mask, I like her Jennifer's mask because it has the spot to put a filter in it if you want to, or you can put like a paper towel to help filter, um, and it's good quality. I have considered getting one of the kitty face masks, but I wasn't sure if they were as, like, what fabric they were using for it, if it was as good quality. But if we're all going to be wearing masks for a while, I'm going to have to get some cute masks. I heard that paper towels were better than coffee filters, but I don't know. I don't remember where I heard that because obviously I don't remember everything. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to wear my glasses and not fog them up with the mask. I really like the pattern that Jennifer makes because it goes up over the nose well and fits farther down here, where some of the pleated masks I've seen just go straight across and they don't cover your face down here as much. I don't like the masks that you have to tie because they get stuck in my hair a lot, but I think they're more secure, so I may have to just get over myself and wear those. Yeah, there aren't a wire in the ones that Jennifer makes. I don't know if that would help with the fogging. Oh, you bought one with baby goats? That's so cute. Jennifer has pleated styled ones? I didn't see those. The elastic doesn't seem to bother my ears, but I have small ears, so it has fallen off of one of my ears a couple of times. Yeah, I may try to add wire. What are you doing, Nala? I still have some of my N95 masks from when my dad was still alive, but they're really kind of uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, pipe cleaner would be good, and it's still soft. I have not tried a scarf. I may do that. I wanted to see if I could get used to Jennifer's masks first. One of my friends is using an oversized bandana, and she's got it down to like how to work with her when she has a bun or when her hair's down. There's like a whole way that she knots it differently for each style. On my on my Facebook feed was an advertisement for like a Bingham like hat with a shield and a fabric face mask on it. And I was tempted, but I thought that's a little too much. A little too much for me. Just a little. And it had ruffles. Oh, that's great, Lindy. At least testing is where there's a lot more testing going on here now. It's a lot easier to get tested now. Um, a couple of my friends went and got tested um, after they were feeling better, and we were all convinced they had it. And they went and got the antibody test, and they have the antibodies. So they had it. So we're finding a lot of people who, at least we're getting to know. So now I know which friends have the antibodies. At least they're better now. I don't know, man. Chicken fish. Yeah, I know it can be misleading, but her entire family got tested and they all came up positive. And they were all seriously ill. Like, I was really worried about her at one point. Really worried about it because she got it worse than anybody else in her house. And she lost her sense of smell and and taste and all of that stuff. Yeah, for a long time it was only for symptomatic people, and now I think they've eased up on that here. And before you couldn't get the antibody test. Now it's you. There's a lot more access to it. She did get her smell back, her taste back. Hi, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nala, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is it, baby? Nala, are you gonna pee? Are we gonna hear the waterfall? That is the quietest pee I've ever heard you do. That's crazy. Why aren't you able to get your diabetes meds, Corey? Oh, that's sweet, Anne. Well, the people that I know that have had it, that they all seem to have very similar symptoms, and they're not symptoms like the flu. It's all very different. Luckily, many of them did not have to end up going to the hospital, but I think at certain points they almost went to the hospital, but were too afraid to go to the hospital, which is just terrifying. Nana, what are you doing? Please don't eat my glasses. Well, that's good, Denise. But I also think that there are people who got sick who aren't telling people that they got sick. I do know people that didn't want anybody to know they were sick. Um, I have one of my closest friends knows 5 people that have died from it. And one of them, she was really upset because one of them was only 44 and didn't have any other conditions that she knew of. So I don't know. It's really frightening. What are you doing, Noah? It's just frightening to think of what would have happened if we didn't do the stay at home. So I'm glad the majority of people have taken it seriously. Yeah, I think how people do business is definitely going to change for a very long time. I think the way people do everything is just, I don't know. I hate not knowing, but we don't know. Coming to terms with that has been kind of hard. on, Nala. Why are you scratching? I don't know any cats that have gotten it, but but I haven't done any real research on the kitties. Hi. I haven't really ordered food from any place except for when I ordered the donuts. But those usually go straight from the oven into the box. Or from their containers into the box, and then they tape the box. And I really needed them. I was willing to risk my life for donuts. Well, I mean, if this is going to go on for a long time, we're all going to have to decide kind of like what risks we're willing to take, you know? And I was willing to risk it for donuts in order to stay sane. But I was careful. I had the delivery person put it out on the porch, and then after they left, I went and I wiped down the box. What are you doing? I do think that a lot of the rescues and shelters have been working to try to help with the pets that lost their owners. But yeah, I'm sure it's gotta be crazy. What are you chewing on? Can't you make espresso at home, Meta? You don't have an espresso machine? What is it, Coral? What is it? Yeah, adoptions have been like people have been fostering and adopting. I'm a little concerned about after the fact if people will turn in animals. But I know we're working with the shelter, all the shelters are closed here. So the rescues, you know, like Kitten Rescue's been working with at least two shelters. And when the shelters get calls about kittens or cats, they've been contacting us and we've been trying to go in and get them. What are you doing? Yet I've still got no interest on these two. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, me too, ghosties. I think dogs especially. Oh my god, you went weeks without coffee? What is going on, Meta? Hi, Tam. You are shredding that cat tree. That cat tree is like I thought it would last longer. Clark yelled around no George's car. I can hear it in my head. Aren't your coffee places still open, Meta? A lot of the coffee places here have apps that you can put in your order and then just go to the curb and pick up. Oh, does she have all the symptoms, Tam, or is she just test positive? I think the pets have been making the Zoom stuff even more fun. I like seeing everybody's pets. I got to see Gary the duck with Jenya. That was exciting. And my friends just I sit on the couch and there's a parade of cats that just goes behind me the whole time. And then Rob comes and likes to make biscuits on my stomach, and all you can see is his tail going up and down. Oh, that's so sad, Minna. Yeah, our local little coffee places have pretty much stayed open thanks to the apps. And a lot of I think a lot of the restaurants and the local places are surviving because of all that everybody's just ordering through the apps, which I'm sure financially isn't great for them because they lose money when we go through the apps, but at least they've got some business. What about your Mother's Day present, Lizzie? Ah, Kathy. Yeah, I try to call direct if I would order, but some of the restaurants here are insisting that you go through the app, which is weird, but I think it's the easiest way for them to keep track of the orders, or something. I don't know. I don't know why they're insisting on it, but they are. Oh, you're sponsoring a little baby elephant? I love little baby elephants. Yeah, I heard that about Yelp. I heard it wasn't that they switched the numbers or something. What are you doing? This room is filthy. Such a bad mom. What are you doing? Yeah, we have an app called Caviar here, and supposedly that one is the better one compared to the Grubhubs and the Postmates and stuff. I don't know. you don't have to, Denise, but if you really want to. Hi, baby. Yeah, it's crazy. One of the things I've noticed, maybe it's the weather change, I don't know, but the Faye especially is shedding like crazy. Like I can pet her for an hour and there will still be fur coming out. I touch her like this and a giant glob of fur comes off of her. I tried brushing her. She doesn't want me to brush her. She hates it. So, and I don't know why. I'd be happy if I were a cat if somebody wanted to brush me. I'd be like, brush me all the time. But she doesn't want me to brush her. So I just pet her nonstop and just fur is everywhere. It's killing me. Yeah, from what I heard, Ghosties, caviar is better. But you can always call the restaurant and ask them directly. Um, like I said, some of them here say that the only way to order from them is through the apps, which is, well, for whatever reason. But I would still call them and say, which app do you prefer? Because some of them are on multiple apps and some of them are only on one app. No, she doesn't like the glove thing either. She just, I don't know what it is. None of the cats are really thrilled with being brushed. I've tried multiple different kinds of brushes. I've tried the combs, I've tried the rakes, I've tried the regular looking brushes. I haven't tried like a bristle brush, like a human bristle brush. I may try that. I don't know. I try to just pet her like crazy and get off as much fur as I can. But really, I wish I could shave her. But she's the most difficult to handle, and she's the most difficult to even get into a carrier. So the idea of like, even if I tried taking her to a groomer to get shaved, I think she would be traumatized. And doing it myself, I can't even imagine. Yeah, maybe Denise and I should try to shave her ourselves and we'll videotape it for your entertainment. She likes to lay on the holy micro suede couch. Hi. Yeah. Her new favorite spot is my couch is up against my big front window, and she likes to sleep on the middle pillow on the back with her head looking out the window. So the top of the cushion is like covered in her fur, and the cushion is like being pushed down. So every morning I try to vacuum the couch, and every morning there's just tons of fur on it. So I just can't, like, I can't win. I can't win against the fur. The holy micro suede couch is being covered. I need to sponge the whole thing. Yes, baby. And all of a sudden there's spiders, big spiders. It's freaking me out. I'm just so not happy about it. And I can't have the house sprayed or anything because I don't want to use toxic stuff. Oh, so I got more diatomaceous earth that I might start putting around the house. Food grade diatomaceous earth. Contact dermatitis. What, baby? I don't know if I want to know where you you had a spider yesterday in a cat's ear. Bye, Denise. Tell George I'm sending him healing thoughts. What, Coral? Oh, where did you go? Why are you ignoring me? We need to do your inhaler. Yes, I've tried brushing her when she sleeps. She wakes up. And then she tells me no. She needs to be shaved. She needs to be shaved completely. I don't know, maybe Denise and I could actually do it. We could probably figure out a contraption and do it. Hi. Please don't scratch my legs. I already bled enough on my legs. I've done that. Where are you? Where did you go? Yeah, she found one on my ceiling. I was getting ready for bed. I turned the lights off. I got into bed, and then I see her following something. And the spider was on the ceiling, and it was big. And I really try to catch them and put them outside, but when they're on the ceiling, I can't do that. Like, especially when I'm getting ready for bed, I was like, I gotta kill you, I'm sorry. And then I feel guilty. Oh, maybe I'll try those. But they're still kind of toxic for kitties, so I'd have to be careful. Good night, Anne. Oh my god, Ghosty's on the toilet paper roll? Ugh! That's one of my fears. Well, and I've been getting silverfish, which are pretty harmless, but I don't want bugs of any kind. It's the problem with being built into the hillside. Is like periodically I just get weird freaking bugs. Not that spiders are weird, but silverfish, I'm like, come on. And the only way to get rid of them is either toxic stuff or the diatomaceous earth can kind of help. But diatomaceous earth is really fine, powdery stuff, and it gets on everything. So in order to use that, it can be messy. But I may just be doing it anyways. Well, and whenever it warms up here, all the creatures come out. They are, Meta, they are. Yeah, they like paper. And unfortunately, I've always had boxes of old client documentation. So I think that's what originally, like, I think a lot of it was my dad had a tendency to keep a lot of paperwork. And I think they started kind of in his place and then made their way up to my place. And I've been doing everything I can to get rid of them without having somebody come spray. Because they're gross. Well, I've been seeing more skunks and the raccoons more than I've seen the possums. But I have seen the possums a couple of times. I just wish they would spend more time eating bugs. Ew, Kirby. Ew. Coral, why did you drag your blankie in there? Is that your blankie? I would prefer you not drag it onto the bed. It's kind of gross. Coral. Here. Ew. Oh, I hope she makes it, Oni. Oh, I love little kitten calicos. What are you doing? Coral. Why are you guys so far away? Come on. No, no, come here. You guys, people want to see your faces. There you go. There you go. Coral. they're hissing and growling at her. Hi, Dirk. How are you? How are things going on your side of the world? Good night, Vera. There's lots of toilet paper rolls in here. Empty toilet paper rolls. What are you doing? Coral. Oh, Dirk. No, no. Yeah, it's all a bit real, isn't it? I mean, I know I haven't been getting to work as much, and I still haven't gotten a stimulus check. Um, so hopefully something will happen. Coral, what are you guys doing? I feel you, ghosties. And I'm having an allergic reaction to something because I keep breaking out in a slight rash on my arm, which is where I always, whenever I have a reaction, allergic reaction to something, it always is on my arms or on my thighs. And for some reason, I've got like this little rash on my arm. And at this point, I'm like, whatever. At least I don't have COVID. That's gonna be my go-to to calm myself the rest of the year when anything bad happens. Well, at least I don't have COVID. No, no. Yes, I'm cootie free. Just rashy. I've been eating really clean, so I don't know what I'm. So now I have to be even extra careful with food. I think the second stimulus was approved on Friday. On today. Today, I believe. Yeah, all of the rescues have canceled all of their fundraisers. I thought it had. I thought I read something about it passing today. What did I read then? I'll have to look. But if I didn't get the first stimulus, I don't know how I would get the second. So at some point, I guess I'm gonna have to try to call the IRS, and we know how fun that'll be. Then they refused. Of course they did. I always paper file, and I always end up owing, so I don't think they have my direct deposit. There is, but when I tried to check online, it came up with like not like it didn't have any information. I checked that website, nothing. It was like I forget what the response was. I have to call. My mom got hers, so that's good. La, la. It's true, we don't know you to give us your bank info. Sounds like the scammer that took my mom. Yeah, maybe I'll try again. I'll try again. It's been a couple weeks since I tried. And did I mention this rash is slightly itchy, which makes it bad. I hope it's not something horrible. Maybe I'm dying. I know the IRS knows who I am because they've sent me notices for other things. Yeah, no, my mom's landed in like right away and it went straight into her account, but she's always done direct deposit for her refunds and she's always gotten refunds. I've always owed for years and years because I work for myself. Ah, no, no. You know, you guys, and ignore me, and it's very hurtful. Coral, where are you? Why don't you love me? It's so funny. I don't know. It's like I don't feel like horribly stressed about it all, but I do have moments of like getting emotional. I think it upsets me that I finally got, like, when my dad passed away, I was like, okay, I can finally go see my mom. And now I can't go see my mom. And, it's just, it went from like one stressful thing after the other to thinking finally I was going to have some calm. And then this happened. I was like, and like today, one of my friends posted that the rapper Snoop Dogg posted a video on Instagram where he just went into his car and was listening to that song "Let It Go" from that Disney movie. I believe it's Disney, isn't it? Um, and he's just staring at the camera, and he's like, "I just needed to come listen to this song." And I had this moment where I got almost emotional because I was like, "Yeah, like every single person right now is just, this is stressful for everyone." I know that my friends that are stuck at home with their kids and their spouses, we're all grateful that we're safe and we're healthy, but it's stressful. So whether you're all alone like I am, or whether you're with kids and a spouse, um, no matter what, it's stressful. Yes, from Frozen, thank you. I think for quite a while, I was like, okay, it is what it is. I'm an introvert. It doesn't bother me that much to stay home. But the longer it goes on, I have had my moments. But I really want to go see my mom. I really want to see my freaking mom. And I know I should be grateful that she's alive and she's healthy when I know other people have actually lost their parents to this virus, especially in New York. So I'm so grateful that she didn't catch it. I'm so grateful. Because she was going out and like having some social interaction before this all went down. But I do have moments where I want to see my mommy. Right, Nala? I mean, I'm so grateful that we have Zoom. I am so grateful because even like my one of my best friends, we watch a Netflix show together usually. So I'll go over to her house and we'll make dinner and we'll eat together and we'll watch the Netflix show. And we only watch that show with each other. So if we can't get together for a month, then neither of us watches an episode until we can get together. And so we haven't obviously been able to do that. So with Zoom, we've been at least watching an episode and then we'll Zoom and we'll talk about it. And we can text while we're watching if we have questions and want to pause. And then I'm actually getting to like at least see the people I love, see their faces. Oh, I'm glad, Kathy. I promise now that I got XSplit working, I'll do more chats. Now I just need to get the rest of my watermark stuff up there. But at least I got the XSplit working. Yeah, like I really wanted to try to go out and see you guys too. It'll happen. I know it'll happen. We'll get to do it. And if anything, it'll make us even more grateful when we do get to see each other. I just, I want to see my mommy. Oh, yeah. And the Dead to Me second season just came out. So I have to watch that. I already watched, I watched all 8 seasons of Homeland. I caught up on How to Get Away with Murder and watched the series finale of that. Because I was watching way too much Law and Order SVU for no reason. I've seen like all of the episodes already, but it's always on TV. And it turns out my mom has been doing the same thing. And I'm like, Mom, there's so many other better shows on that we should be watching. So we both had made an effort to start watching other shows that we wanted to watch. And Dead to Me's on that list. I watched, oh God, what's the name? Ricky Gervais's show on Netflix. I watched that new season. That was really good. I didn't know you could jailbreak Fire Sticks. I don't even know what jailbreaking really is. It's so funny, Tam. I saw your comment, and I always say that you look like my grandmother, which is my mom's mother. So it's funny to me that you think your mom looks like your mom, my mom looks like your mom, and I think you look like my grandmother. So maybe you're Jewish and you just don't know it. Just maybe, Tam. Oh, I started watching American Gods. I need to watch the rest of it. My friend, a distant friend who I haven't seen in years, is on that show. So that made it a lot more fun. I don't know, Tam. You might want to do that, like, DNA testing thing. Because you look like you've got some Hungarian Jew in you. My mom looks like Joan Collins. She really doesn't. It might just be the picture you saw. I have to say that, like, Homeland, I never had any desire to watch, but I kept hearing how good it was. And then I heard that this series finale was one of the best that people had ever seen. And so I thought, as long as I know that the ending is going to be good, it'll be worth it. And the ending really was good. It was perfect, I think. Of course, Kathy. Geology lectures. how lucky are we to have things like Netflix and the internet and Zoom? I mean, I really try to focus on that every day because it could be, I mean, I can't even imagine if we didn't have the technology we have. She's really into squirrels. I'm glad that she has squirrels to watch. My cats have been watching, I think they're, I don't know if they're robins or if they're bluebirds, but we have some really loud friggin' bluebird looking things in my backyard. There's two of them. And they like to sit on a pot outside of the window in my dining room and yell at my cats. And when I go in the backyard with Kitty, with feral Kitty, um, they like to like follow him around and yell at him. Well, in podcasts and like, especially right now, listening to a podcast while I fall asleep at night helps shut off my brain. And that's been really nice. Anything to shut off my brain. What are you guys doing in my clothes? They're totally ignoring me. They don't care about me anymore. And maybe they are blue jays. Coral. Coral, come here. No, please leave my clothes alone. Come here, Nana. Come here, Nana. What are you doing? You're so cute. You're so pretty. Please don't eat my glasses. I don't think American Gods is spooky. I mean, it has some gross moments, but it's more like comical, like mythology. Like it feels like it's dark mythology with comical edge, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Well, the book is probably way different than the show. I'm sure. I use these. Please, I use these. Here are my glasses. Here are my glasses. I think you would like the show, Kathy. I really do. Just watch like the first 2 episodes and see. What are you doing? Nala. What are you doing? I need to give you your inhaler, and I know I'm going to stand up and you're going to run away. All right, you guys, I'm going to go try to give her an inhaler, but I promise I will do another chat soon this week. Right, Nala? You're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, can I grab you now? Let's go do your inhaler now. Okay. Got her. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Be safe.